Okay, hi, I'm going to teach you how to make focaccia bread. It's really easy. You just dump everything in your mixer bowl if you have one. If not, you can stir it with a spoon in a bowl. So I have 1 cup of warm water, and it's just slightly warm, like bath water for a baby. So that's 1 cup of warm water. I'm going to sprinkle my yeast over. I have about a tablespoon of yeast, but you could just use 1 packet if you're buying it in packets. Then I have a teaspoon of salt that I'm going to put in there. I'm going to do a little drizzle of oil, maybe like a tablespoon-ish. Okay. If it makes you feel better, you can measure it and do a tablespoon. Then I'm going to add the flour. I'm going to put in 2½ cups of bread flour. You can make it with regular all-purpose flour, but I like the taste of bread flour better. So there's 1 cup. And this is going to be a somewhat sticky dough. So there's 2, and then the last ½ cup. Okay, now I'm going to mix this with the dough hook just until it comes together. Okay, so I just mixed the dough together with my dough hook. You could do the same thing with a wooden spoon in a bowl, and until the dough kind of came together. It's a little bit of a sticky dough. I am not even going to knead it. I'm just going to pull the dough hook out of here. I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap, and I'm going to let it rise on the counter for about 20 minutes. You want it to about double in volume. Okay, so the dough has been rising on the counter for about 20 minutes. It's about double in size. So I have a 9-inch round pan. You could use a square pan or a cookie sheet, but I'm going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil in the bottom here. Try a little bit, I kind of made a lot. And then I'm just going to put my hand in there so that the dough doesn't stick to my hand. And I'm just going to scoop that out into the pan. I'm going to kind of push it out so it goes to the edges. That part didn't have oil on it. Got my finger all sticky. Okay, and so as long as it's coated in oil, it won't stick to you. I'm going to cover this and let it rise on the counter for another 20 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. Okay, so the bread has been rising on the counter. The dough has been rising on the counter for another 20 minutes. You can see it's puffed up a little bit, and this is the fun part. So you take your fingers and go like this all through it and make lots of little holes in there. And then, I'm going to see my fingers real quick. What you see there. Then we're going to drizzle with olive oil. You could put some fresh herbs on top. You could have put some fresh herbs into the dough too, like rosemary or sage or something. So we're going to give it another drizzle of olive oil, and that's what makes this bread so delicious. And then I'm going to put some coarse salt on top. Not necessary, but it's kind of traditional to have that on top. And then I'm going to put this in the oven, 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Okay, I just took the focaccia out of the oven. I actually decided to leave it in for 25 minutes instead of 20, just because I like a little bit deeper golden crust on it. But if you want to take it out sooner, that is good too.